Hey everyone, I can say that every once in a while I find a stone that I have really high hopes for. And this is one of them, and we're going to cut it. I find a stone and take it home and polish it and hope it shines, and also there's a chicken. Hey everyone, this is Clayton, and like I said, every once in a while when I'm walking out here to the studio, I happen to find a stone that I get high hopes for, and like I said, this is one. Now, this thing was setting just like this. Well, it was setting with this flat side down, and the sun was catching right here, and it was like, oh! I'm like, huh, how did I miss that? You know, when I walk past that same place where the landscaping rocks are, you know, like 300 times a year, well, 600, 800 times a year, I always seem to find something new. And, well, I hadn't seen this one before. So if you look at the bottom side, it's got some nice clarity to it. My flashlight is kaput. Wait a minute. You can sort of see it's got some clarity to it, and it's not terribly fractured up. I mean, it is fractured up, but it's not horribly fractured up. So if you look at it from all sides, it actually looks like we may get something out of this. I gotta figure out how to turn that stupid thing off. There we go. Hi, Nut. So anyway, let's just put a little spritz on there. And that doesn't actually really help. It does help for the bottom side. So you can see, it looks like there might even be some structure in there, some dendritic something or other. Actually, this looks like citrine, because it's definitely a quartz type stone, and it's got the yellow color. And to be honest, let me get the dental pick of destiny. Looks like this right here may be the only nasty fracture in the thing. Ooh. Okay, maybe it's a little soft for citrine. But you know what? The only way we're going to find out is if we cut it. Now I'm going to take this over onto the wheel. I'm going to start with this being the bottom. We'll go back to the old ways. The flat side will be the bottom. And I'll work around the edge of this. Why am I telling you this here? Let's go over there and do this. I happen to say I love the way this arm articulates. Probably more than 100 times. Power up. Water on. You've got drippage. Looks like I'm running low on water. I'll just have to get some. But let's do a little cutting first. Let me take this. Put an edge on this stone. Yeah, this one sort of surprised me. I'm like, how didn't I see this one before? But like I said, there's so many rocks out there, and sometimes it takes the sun catching it, or one light ray coming down at just the right angle at the right time before you'll even see the darn thing. That's got a funky smell. One thing I've noticed about this wheel, it seems like the rocks have a different odor than they did with the other wheel. It could be because the other wheel was so loaded down with water that, you know, I couldn't smell anything. But I don't know if that really has anything to do with it or not. Of course, with the other wheel, I realized after a while that there's so much water that I was probably aspirating more water dust from the stones than if I'd have cut them dry, which was probably not a good thing. Okay, now if you see here, we've got some gnarly looking white stuff in there, and then we got actually some decently clear stone over this way. But we got a fracture right there. Now maybe this stone won't be as nice as I thought, but the only way to find out is if we cut it. Yeah, you can see that there's whitish colored gobbledygook right there. But I may be able to work that out to the top of the stone. Let me just work a little more of this edge down. If I can get in to where the edge is clear. It got splattered. Okay, now we're starting to clear up a little bit, though there is still a lot of white in there. Clean up the bottom of this stone a little bit. I figured the stone was going to shrink, because I want to get down to some decent stuff here. Looks like we're actually maybe getting to some decent stone here. Things that make you go, woo! Get this side a little done. Well, yep, got some decent stuff showing up here. Let me get more to this side. I want to see if I can get as much an idea where the good stuff is on this stone before I dop it. Let me take some of this top off. I want to get this stone, get that white gnarly stuff out of there as much as possible. You can see we've got a section right here that's decent, and the gnarly stuff comes down. And we may be able to get something decent out of there, depending on how far down that gnarly crap goes. Take a little more off of here and see if that gnarly crap continues to go downward. Ugh. May not be a big stone, but it might be a nice one. Now there I have a good 1/8 of an inch of decent stone without the gnarly crap. Let me take her down a little bit more. Maybe that gnarly crap is on the way out. Oh, it looks like it is. Looks like it might be on the way out. Look at that. Now, let me see if I can shape this stone a little bit more. And go for a teardrop look. Okay, I think I might be able to dop that and take it from there. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to run over and I'm going to dop that, and I'm going to come right back to here. Okay, don't go away. Okay, got this here stone. Got this here stone dopped. Get some water going on here. Get the wheel going. And we'll get her a little wet and see what we got going on. Looks like I may be able just to hide some of that white crap on the edge of the stone. I'm probably gonna have to take the stone down a good bit. I had the saw, I'd just go slice the top of that thing off, but I don't have the saw hooked up yet. But I will. I'd have to do some serious tearing down on the top of this stone to get past that gobbledygook. This stuff's fairly hard. I think it might be quartz. Might actually be citrine or some other type of yellow quartz-like material. I think yellow quartz-like material is citrine, but hey, if anything else, we can call it yellowite. I'll take a quick look at what I got so far. It's got a lot of stuff going on in there. Almost a little bit of opalization color flashing in there. Don't know if the camera picks it up. I can see it with my eyes. I wouldn't say that it's like opal, but it could just be fractures in there that's catching the light. Which that does happen quite a bit. That white material is much softer than the yellow material. Got a lot of grinding here to do. But we're just the people to do it. Hey, look at that. That stone is clearing up. Well, clearing up as in that white stuff seems to be dissipating. You never know what you're going to get. Need to get a little bit better setting edge on this. Who knows, maybe if it comes out nice, I'll set it in a ring. Haven't done that for a little bit. Have to take another nice stone and set it. Because that's what we do. Now it looks as if we're getting more of that white away. May end up taking it down to here and hoping that that good part of the stone shines through. Just cut some more of that down, and that's the only way you're going to find out. Cut her down. I think I'm going to go for a round look. That white stuff seems to be going away, which is pretty darn good. Might be able to get a high dome out of this. I'll take a look at her again. Looks like a continent there. Got a crack going that way. Right in there. It looks like we have some inclusions going on right in this area. But it does seem like that white stuff's going out, which is great. Get a high dome on this thing. Sort of an odd wonky side there. Oh, it's getting smaller and smaller. It's almost breaking into two pieces now. Well, the white thing breaking into two pieces. What I want to get rid of her. Oh, you can see I have that white speck pretty much down to two little specks. Sort of looks like Africa and South America. Not too much interesting has been happening lately. Just been finding stones in the landscaping and cutting them. And well, that's about what my life is. And you see, they're really getting down there. I get that completely out. Work on shaping this more round. And then we're going to make something nice out of this. It's going to shine. It's going to sparkle. It's going to be cool, baby. It looks like there's some sort of inclusions going on in here. And some flashes of flashiness. Which is pretty darn cool. Let me go over this one last time. And we'll take a look. And I believe that white is completely gone. And I would say, yep, it's gone. And there's actually some pretty decent looking stuff going on in there. So let's kill the water on that side. Move this here over here to here. How many times I can use the word here in that here sentence here. Get some water going here. Alrighty. Let's get this here straightened up. I believe we're going to have ourselves a really nice stone. Let's take a quick look. Can you see any spots? Oh, look at that. We got all kinds of flashiness going on in there, which is pretty darn cool. Nope, I can't see any white left on there. So let me give her a quick going over here. Right up to the top. And I think we're ready to go. So let's get everything shut down over yonder. And let's head back over here. Okay, let's take a look at it here before we hit the 1,000 grit. We've got some really nice stuff going on in there. Gotta make her wet again. We have some structure. We have some darker spots on this side and some more clear spots here. And there seems to be all kinds of inclusions going on in there. But the best way to find out what it looks like is, it's a map of the Nile River Delta Valley. Yeah, just polish the stone clay. I'm debating whether I need to get a 1,000 grit wheel or 1,200 grit wheel, because I will miss doing this part. I mean, this is how I started cutting stones, and this feels right in a way. You know what I'm saying? It's like that wheel is great over there, but it just doesn't seem to have the feeling that this does. It's some little impersonal almost, but hey, we'll make do. Okay. Wow, that's looking pretty nice. Got a nice dome. Nice sides. It's polishing up really nice as it is right now. I'll give it a little bit more and then take her over to cerium oxide and see if we can put the glass-like polish on it. Okay. Alrighty, I think we are definitely ready for cerium oxide. Is that top flat? Oh, wait. I may have a bit of a flat spot on the top facet, and we don't want that. So busy looking at everything else, I didn't look at the top. Nope, I think I just had dirt on there. Okay, so clean this up and head over to cerium oxide wheel, and I shall be right back. I'm back, it's polished, and we've got some serious shininess going on here. I'm trying to get it as close as I can and still keep focus. There's some inclusions and some fractures inside there. And this side of the stone right here is cloudy, and this side has those fractures, and this side is more clear. But overall, this thing is seriously nice. Now I'm going to see, I'm going to see if I can get it off of here without destroying everything in the world. Aha! That went off better than I expected. Let me clean this up on the hand crank for a minute, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, it didn't take too long. Just wanted to get some of this back just a little bit clear, so we can get an idea how this looks. And well, that's how she looks. I'd say this is pretty much a piece of citrine. Didn't turn out exactly as nice as I liked it to. You can see right here there's a fracture right on the edge, and it comes around like that, which is a shame. If it wasn't for that, this would be pretty darn exceptional for landscaping stone. And it's got some nice sparkles in there. You can see there, it catches the light and shows some flashes of color like a diamond. But all in all, this stone is a win. So if you like the video, hit the button down there, ring the bell, do all that fancy gobbledygook that lets you know when I'm doing videos. And I'll be making more videos like this. And this one might actually go into a ring. We'll see what happens. Anyhow, thank you for spending some time with me, and have a good evening.